Very good morning, my dear students. After completing the application of derivative, now we are going to head to the very next topic, very important topic and very useful topic of the mathematics, that is integration. After the differentiation, which is to a very important, useful and very practical chapter, we are going to the next topic, that is integration. Giving a very small introduction about this chapter, I want to just make some things clear to you, that as on going through the mathematics till now, as in you are a higher class students, so you would have come across the pairs of reverse operators. Reverse operators, I mean to say that wherever you have studied addition, you have an inverse operator of it, which is called the subtraction. Okay, and wherever we have multiplication, we have division. Wherever we have matrix, we go and check for the inverse of matrix. We have trigonometry, so we have inverse of trigonometry also. So similarly, if we have differentiation, then we too have the inverse operator of it, that is called the integration, or it is also called the anti-differentiation or anti-derivative. Are you getting? Okay, so we are starting the integration, and let me just explain you some things regarding to it. Like, say for example, if you have an function y is equal to let us consider x to the power 5. This is the question I asked you. Let me ask you that you just differentiate it. So what will be the differentiation? D dx of y is equal to 5x to the power 4. Will it be using x to the power n case, nx n minus 1? This is the answer. Okay, now you take the integration both the sides. Now see how we take integration both the sides. So taking integration, this is the sign of integration. Okay, like this we denote the integration sign. Now as integration and differentiation, they both are what? They both are the reverse operator, so they both will be getting self-adjust. Okay, so they both will be getting self-adjust, and we are left with y is equal to integration of, we put dx over here. Okay, what do? We put dx over here. Whenever we use integration, integrating with respect to x, as we say differentiation with respect to x, so integrating with respect to x, we put dx over here. What is our y? Y is what? X to the power 5. So x to the power 5 is integration of x to the power 4 dx. See, what does this means? If your y is equal to x to the power 4, differentiation you did 5x to the power 4. And when you integrate it, what you are getting? X to the power 4. So that is what we came again in our home. See, y is equal to x to the power 4. This is x to the power 5. This was our equation. This was our function. We differentiated and we got dy dx is equal to 5x to the power 4. Now again, if I want to know that how this 5x to the power 4 came, what was its previous function, that means what was its main function, the primitive function, what it was. So we need to differentiate both the sides. So that is why I differentiated, and we got integration of 5x to the power 4 dx will be equal to x to the power 5. So that is how it is confirmed. This is for the confirmation. This is not a question. This is what I'm confirming you, that integration is also called as back to home process. Okay, this is also called back to home process. These things you please write it in the fair copies. Okay. Okay. Now the integration, they are mainly divided into two parts, that is indefinite integrals and definite integrals. In indefinite integrals, we will be going to solve the integration which will be in the variable form, like maybe like x, in the trigonometric form, in the logarithmic form, in the exponential form, and we'll get the answer as it is. Okay, and in the definite integral, we will be definite with our answer. We will be having some we will be having some limits, higher limit, lower limit, and we'll get a answer in a numerical form. Okay, so that we will see in the other part, but mainly we are going to take the indefinite integral right now. Okay, so first we will study the indefinite integral, then we will see the definite integrals. Okay, now let us see some elementary standard integrals. These are the formula. As of we have seen in the differentiation, no? We have seen the differentiation of some basic thing like x to the power n, a to the power x, sin x, cos x. That kind of we are going to see the things. Okay, so very first formula is integration of x to the power n dx. We know in differentiation x to the power n differentiation is nx n minus nx to the power n minus 1. So here the integration of x to the power n is x to the power n plus 1 upon n plus 1. Now what is the proof of it? So you take RHS. Like if I differentiate this RHS, then I should get x to the power n. Why? Because this is a back to home process, no? This is the integration of this is this. So the differentiation of this will be this, no? Are you understanding what I am trying to say? The integration of x to the power n is x to the power n plus 1 upon n plus 1. Now if I differentiate this thing, then I should get this because this is a reverse process. So let us differentiate this one. So it will be, see, 1 upon n we are taking out. What will be the differentiation of x to the power n plus 1? N plus 1, x to the power n plus 1 minus 1. This n plus 1 cancelled. This 1 to 1, we are left with x to the power n, hence proved. So like this you can prove. Okay, so I'm writing it all the standard integrals. So these are some basic formulas which you need to remember. See, I skipped this very important thing. See, whenever you integrate anything, you integrate and we put plus of c, which means this c is a constant of integration. So in the indefinite integrals, mind it, in indefinite integrals, on everywhere wherever we integrate we put plus of c. This plus of c means this is some integration constant. Now why we put this plus c? Because in differentiation we differentiate the constant as 0 because the differentiation of constant term is 0. So wherever in the differentiation your constant becomes 0, so just to relive, that means to make them again in our function, we put those c. That means we can, in the local word, we can say that whoever sacrificed in the differentiation, they again will come up in the integration, and we can give them the name as plus of c. So in this c, all those constant, those who have sacrificed and they become 0, so it will be in this one. Okay, so we have to put plus c in everywhere. Integration of 1 upon x is dx is log x plus c. You see, differentiate log x, we are getting 1 upon x, so integration of 1 upon x will be log x. Similarly, integration of a to the power x dx is a to the power x upon log a plus c. Integration of e to the power x is e to the power x only. So you have to remember that exponential function is only the function on differentiating or on integrating. This will be the e to the power x will be only the thing. Integration of sin x is minus of cos x. How this minus of cos x plus c? Because if you differentiate cos x, what will be the differentiation of cos x? Minus of sin x. So that this minus and that minus, it will become plus. So plus of sin x. That is why the minus. So you need to remember, student used to make a very blunder mistake. They integrate sin x as cos x. No, this will be minus of cos x. Integration of cos x dx is positive of sin x plus c. Now integration of sec square x dx is tan x. Why? Because differentiation of tan x is sec square x. So integration of sec square x dx will be tan x plus c. Similarly, you know all these things. Integration of cos x square dx is cot x. Sec x tan x dx is sec x. Cosec x cot x dx will be minus of cos x square x plus c. Now you would be thinking that what will be the integration of tan x? What will be the integration of sec x, cosec x, cot x? So that we will see in the trigonometric part. When we will solve the integration of trigonometry, then we will see there itself. but still you need to remember this formula for doing the first exercise. Now we are going to take the first exercise after this. Okay, considering these questions, very first question, integration of x to the power 5 dx. It will be, as we know, x to the power n dx is x to the power n plus 1 upon n plus 1 plus c. So x to the power 5 plus 1 upon 5 plus 1, x to the power 6 upon 6 plus c. Similarly, if you take this integration of 1 upon under root y dy, so it will be, first of all, you write it in the proper form. Taking this is y to the power half. When it will go up, so it will be y to the power minus half dy. Now integrating y to the power minus half plus 1 upon minus half plus 1 using x to the power n formula. So y to the power half upon half. This 2 will come up. So 2 root y plus c. Coming to this question, integration of 5 to the power x dx. As we know, a to the power x dx is what? A to the power x upon log a plus c. So 5 to the power x upon log 5 plus c. Okay, coming to the next question. Integration of 7 to the power x e to the power x dx is equal to what? So this can be, see, the power same, we can multiply the base, that is 7 into e to the power x dx. Here you can, 7 and e, they both are constant, so you can use e to the power x identity, that is 7 e to the power x upon log 7e plus c, not 1. That is the constant of integration. Coming to this topic, cos 2x plus 2 sin square x upon cos square x. In place of cos 2x, we can use the identity 1 minus 2 sin square x and plus of 2 sin square x upon cos square x. These two you can easily cancel. We are left with 1 upon cos square x dx. 1 upon cos square is what? Sec square dx, and we know integration of sec square x is what? Tan x plus c. So this is what in the first exercise. So what you have to do, you have to do all the examples of the exercise and the question. There are 5 questions and having three subparts. Do those questions and get some base of the integration, because now we are every day, each and every day we will be moving one step further in the integration. So you need to understand each and every step to go at the very last stage of the integration. You know, it is sometimes like not understood in the videos. I can also understand that thing. So what I am saying, whatever I am teaching here, each and every point, you just go very deep on it and focus on the questions, basic things. Then all the things will be comfortable for you to understand. Okay, so again, my same dialogue to you, do the questions, practice and practice, then only you will understand. Okay, so that's it for today, dear students. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.